I know it well, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. We've been Turkish supporters all our lives. But right now, I don't see nothing coming from the PLO. And, I mean, the resistance is coming from the Al-Qassam Brigade, which is the right, is the wing to Hamas, the military wing. And we've got no choice but to support them because they're the only ones that are actually standing up for us and fighting the oppressors. So we're just waiting for the PLO, Abu Mazen to even say something or do something. But
Well, he has. I mean, I'm the last person to jump to Abu Mazen's defense. I can hardly believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. But he has actually. And the PLO did endorse the stand of the resistance in Gaza in refusing this so-called ceasefire offer from Egypt. And he is meeting Kerry now, and I hope he is insisting on the terms of a military cessation, because, and you'll know this very well, when you're bombing people from the skies, you're shooting fish in a barrel. You're killing people who can't possibly fight you back. But once your soldiers go in on the ground, then you're up close and personal, and the resistance is done very well ever since this ground invasion took place. They have been taking a toll on the invader, and many of the invaders don't want to be there. Some of them are talking about it when they come out and saying so. One of them has been captured, and it will now be the new Shalit. So the resistance militarily has fought well and bravely since this ground invasion, and the PLO are supporting them, which is a measure of how things have changed since this unity agreement. It's up to the Palestinians to choose their leaders. I did not choose either Hamas or Mahmoud Abbas, and I wouldn't have voted for either of them. But the Palestinians have to get their democracy back. You see, Abbas, I'm calling him the president, he's not actually the president. His term as president ended long ago. Ismail Haniyeh, the prime minister in Gaza, is no longer the prime minister. His term ended a long time ago. In any case, the West Bank and Gaza are not all of Palestine. And the people under occupation or siege are only a small fraction of the Palestinian people. 3/4 of the Palestinians are not living under occupation at all. They're living as refugees in camps in the countries nearby or in exile around the world like you. And in the old days, before Oslo, the PLO represented all the Palestinians wherever they were in the world. And the political balance on the executive committee was carefully chosen to reflect the relative strength of the political trends within the Palestinian national movement. And that has to be done again. On your second point about the Arab leaders, I mean, don't get me started. It is somewhere between pitiful and unbelievable that not a single leader, not one, has been able to even bring themselves to say anything, never mind do anything meaningful about this catastrophe. Indeed, some of them are openly collaborating with the enemy in this murderous assault. Erdogan has made some very good statements in the last 48 hours. They would be more, he's the Turkish Prime Minister, soon to be President, they would be more credible if Turkey did not maintain diplomatic relations with Israel, have a military alliance with Israel, perform war games with Israel. And they would be more powerful if Israel was not getting its oil shipped through Turkish ports from Barzani's oil fields in the north of Iraq, in the Kurdish area. But nonetheless, what he has said is right, and it should be supported. But Turkey is not an Arab country, and Iran is not an Arab country. But they're the only two that are saying anything. Where are the Arabs? Where are the Arab leaders? It's not that this is just an Arab issue. It's not that this is just a Muslim issue. But you would have thought that Arabs and Muslims would be in the front line instead of Western public opinion in the front line. Yes, sir.